Many of us unknowingly fall into financial traps that hinder wealth building and financial freedom. However, recognizing these habits and replacing them with better financial strategies can set you on the path to success. After studying accounting, finance, and economics in college, then working in banking, and applying these lessons in my personal life, I have discovered the most common bad money habits that hold people back. Here's how to break free from them. One of the fundamental lessons from Rich Dad, Poor Dad is that poor financial habits often stem from prioritizing expenses over savings. We tend to learn these habits by watching people around us and emulating their actions. That is not necessarily bad, but if you are like many people who pay their rent, bills, and entertainment costs first, saving only what's left, if anything at all, then this is a wake-up call for you to pause and think about what you want in life and ask yourself how badly you want those things. If you have a burning desire to achieve your dream and are willing to work towards them, then start thinking like a wealthy person. The wealthy do the opposite. They pay themselves first. Set aside at least 10% of your income for savings or investments before covering other expenses. Treat this as a non-negotiable bill to secure your financial future. Credit cards and loans can be useful when managed wisely, but excessive reliance on debt for unnecessary purchases is dangerous. With an average interest rate of 24%, credit card debt can quickly spiral out of control. That is why we advise beginners in the financial journey to avoid debt and minimize loans until they have learned the best way to use leverage, to increase their earning while minimizing their risk. Instead, follow a simple rule. If you can't afford to pay for something in cash, reconsider buying it. By prioritizing debt repayment and cutting unnecessary expenses, you can free yourself from financial burdens. Without an emergency fund, unexpected expenses can lead to financial instability. A 6-month buffer ensures security during job loss, medical emergencies, or other financial setbacks. Recent studies show that more than 50% of American households cannot afford a $400 emergency cost. This is not encouraging, especially with inflation continuously growing, and we keep hearing about an onset of financial depression. It is our duty to ourselves and family to have an emergency fund saved in a secure and separate account for a rainy day. Start by saving a portion of your earnings regularly, and once you build a solid foundation and earn your emergency fund goal, shift your focus to investing. Lifestyle creep is another major pitfall. As mentioned in the book The Millionaire Next Door, people increase their spending with the more they earn. This prevents wealth accumulation. Wealthy individuals track their assets, liabilities, and expenses to maintain financial control. Knowing your numbers and setting clear financial goals will help you make smarter money decisions. Think back to when you had your first job and you lived a modest life, then you got a raise, then you probably started thinking about getting a car or something that you have always wanted, like an entertainment set. As we make more money, it is natural for us to want to spend more on making ourselves comfortable and establish our identity in any given social class. This is how we slowly spend away our added income, resulting in a term called lifestyle creep. While cutting expenses is a smart financial tip, there's only so much you can save. Wealth building also involves increasing your income, exploring side hustles, negotiating salary increases, or investing in assets with potential growth, which can create unlimited financial opportunities. The real key is learning how to maximize our income streams, minimize our expenses, and invest the difference to build a balanced portfolio. Taxes are one of life's biggest expenses, but understanding tax laws can help legally reduce your tax burden. Wealthy individuals leverage tax-advantaged accounts such as Roth individual retirement accounts or 401k accounts, and hire advisors to optimize tax strategies. Since we do not focus on taxation-related services, we can recommend many great books and companies offering excellent services for how to legally minimize your taxes. What you should remember is that knowledge is power. Learning how taxes work can help you redirect your funds toward your personal financial goals faster. Many people postpone investing due to fear or lack of knowledge. However, the earlier you start, the greater your financial potential. I remember when I was in college and wanted to invest in the stock market, we had to read the Financial Times and then phone a brokerage company to establish an account and transact. Things are so much easier now. A simple Google search would give you a list of 6 apps at minimum that you can sign up for. Connect your bank account after verifying your identity and start investing. Inflation erodes the value of money sitting in a bank account, so investments are crucial. But remember, it must be a diversified portfolio. Whether through stocks, real estate, or business ventures, putting your money to work ensures long-term financial growth. Building wealth is not just for the 1%ers, super rich, or celebrities. We can all build wealth by following a few steps. These are the steps that we have used in our lives to improve our financial health and helped others do the same. That is why we now have a channel to share the knowledge. The difference between those who succeed financially and those who don't is their commitment to learning and executing solid money strategies. It is not hard to make money, but it sure takes knowledge and a solid financial plan to keep your money. Setting financial goals, tracking spending, saving consistently, and investing wisely will put you on the road to financial independence. Check out our other videos to learn more about how to become financially free.